Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers. In this session, we will show you how to join the tables in ABAP. It's a frequent requirement that uh, you want to um, develop a report, for example. Uh, Part of the information is in one table and the rest on other tables, and so many tables are involved, right? So you need to join those tables together, and then you need to know what is the internal table, right? Because the table uh, which you create internally for the purpose of executing your own program only, so that is the internal table. And also you need to have a work area sometimes, right? The work area is a one-liner table. You uh, you do the select statement that comes with a record set of multiple records, and then with every record you need to do some process. So first of all, that record has to come into the work area, and then you do your working and you make a loop, bring the record one by one into the work area, and then carry on with the process until all the selected records uh, have been accounted for and your report is completed, right? So we have developed, we have thought in this session, we will show you an example in which we will use three tables: MARA, that is material table, right? Master data, in which metal is the key field, right? The other is MARC, M-A-R-C. From here, we will get the plant information, right? And MARD, from here, we will get the storage location, plant-wise storage location, right? And we also use another table that is EKPO, that is for the material document. All the material documents are stored in the table EKPO, right? So these are the four tables which are going to be used, and we show you how to develop a report which would take all the material documents uh, which have so far been entered into the database in the table EKPO, and then it will pick the material number and the plant from MARC, and storage location from MARD. Okay, we don't complicate further things, only just to show how to join these three tables in the ABAP. What would be the sequence, and how do we loop around and bring the create the first of all the internal table, then loop around the internal table into the work area and start displaying it into the screen and the output, and in the end you will get a listing of all the material numbers with their respective works, the plants and their description, and also means first of all the material number, then the material description, and then the plant number and a storage location. Okay, so this will give us the chance to see how we join these three tables to make some purposeful use of joining and coming up with a report showing all the materials on all the on the respective plants and storage location, right? So as usual, we select the module here. We select this is coming in the means description, and the object has been already initiated. And all you need to do is, if you execute it, you will get an error that you got to connect to the SAP first. Okay, let's follow its instruction. Yes, sir. This is your SAP connected. Now you can proceed to execute. Right now you can proceed to execute the means desired program that would take you to SE38, this and open the ABAP editor for you to start writing your program. Okay, so you are ready to SE38, and here is your program. The first thing we do is we select the change. Okay, here we have used the line count 120. It's a width of the record, right? Then it will each line will have 120 character length width. Okay, so let's start declaring. The first thing we declare what? the data elements, right? So the keyword for data declaration is data, and then we type colon, and this is internal table Mara, type the table of Mara. Okay, this is internal declaration for Mara. Okay, and the rest is say we take ITMARC. Let's take ITMARC. So don't worry about this indenting. We will use the pretty printer whenever, so it will take care of the indenting anytime when we need. Okay, so this is the beautiful facility I like. Being a programmer, it is always an issue that how to improve the readability of it. So the next is ITMARC and ITMARD. These are the image of the tables. So this is for the plants, and this is MARC is where you get the plants, material-wise plants, right? And MARD is where you get the storage locations, right? Okay, and you also need something about the work area, right? Work area, and what else? And you need IGEKPO, yeah, that is for the material document. Material document. This is the table which contains all the material documents, and so we will take all the material documents and then we list their plants and their storage locations, right? So let's use a pretty printer. That's good. Look how it looks like. Okay. So what is the next thing we do? Now let's talk about the types. This is for before we create an internal table, we need to launch a structure for the internal table, and that would be tagged as a tag tab. Okay, so here we mention all our required columns which we need in our structure, right? So this is the material number, right? And after material number, we need, for example, the plant information, right? And also we need LGORT, that is called for, what is it? It is a storage locations. So storage locations. Okay, LGORT is taken from MARD. This hyphen is essential in order to specify that from where we are typing. It means which table. There are so many words all available throughout the SAP data dictionary. So we have to figure out that which data element we want exactly. Okay. And also we forgot to enter the description. The material description is also needed for us, right? Material description. And in the end, we just type end of type tag, right? When we begin of type tag, so we end it with this. Okay, so do the pretty printer. So this way we have made ready the structure. Now that structure is going to be applied for the internal table we want to declare. Okay, so we not only declare the internal table, but also we declare the work area. Okay, so let's save it before we turn. So internal table is named as IT tab, type of this the tab, right? So this time you have the internal table with these 4 columns in it, right? And the work area is of the same type. So the difference is that it is going to have only one line. Cannot hold more than one line, the work area tab, right? So this is how it is done. Now the work area is already done. Okay, I'm sorry. I have done it there. Don't need to replicate it. This is okay. So the IT tab and work area is already done. Now the first thing we do is we take all the material documents with which we want to start. So material documents are for selecting all the material documents from the table EKPO is the table which holds all the material documents, right? So they all are going to get to the internal table EKPO, which we have already defined here. Okay, so EKPO table for all the purchasing documents, right? Purchasing documents. Okay. Okay. So all the purchasing documents, all the purchases which have been made. So these are going to be the shortlisted. So our program will focus for all the entries which have been obtained from the EKPO table one by one, right? So this is the place when we should start the header row writing. So let's write the header row. So for this we have the write command. Write. This 3 is the third character. We need this high heading to be written on 17 character. Let me make it 18 or 17. It's too short. 18. Okay. Okay. I'll make it rather 19. That's fine. Okay. And then on 50 is the plant. On 70 is the storage location. That's fine. Okay. So this is. So first of all, we have created the heading of the information. Now this is the time we select. This is the most important area, right? Here we select and do the joining of the tables. Okay. So first of all, the foremost thing is that we select the fields which we want. So we know there are not more than 4 fields. 1, 2, 3, 4. So but how to write this in select is that we specify the table name with a tilde and then the field name and with a space, right? And then the table name and then the plant. This is the field name. This is right. This is the storage location, and this is the material description. So you are actually picking all the information which you need in order to come to the desired output of your report. So these will be the 4 things. Okay. Now starting the joining, right? So here we are going to mention the joining. So we are going to select it from MARA initially, right? With the inner join MARC, M-A-R-C, to get the plant joined with the material number. That would bring since we will have the MARA and the material number in the MARC will be equal to MARA material number. So your plant will be achieved, right? Your goal to get the plant will be achieved by such a joining. Okay. Next, your goal is to get the joining for the storage location, right? Okay. So this time we are going to write the inner join. So here we will indent it so that you can see that you are not missing anything. Only changing this. This is for plant. This is for storage location, and the condition remains the same. The third is for the material description. Yes. So for the material description, you are going to join another thing, right? This is inner join MAKT is the table which has got the material description for you, right? MAKTX is the field which contains the Mattner description. Yeah, this is Mattner. Mattner is the material number, and MAKTX is the material description. Right. So what's the next? Now, since you have selected, you want them to be outputted to the respective fields, the corresponding fields of the internal table which you have created. The internal table is ITAB, right? So here in the selection, the select continues, and we say you do this selection and target them, means and output them into the corresponding fields of the table in internal table, which you have already created. Yeah, with the type of this means by doing this, it is actually going all the things which you have selected, they will go to the corresponding fields. Corresponding is a beautiful facility in the select, that it takes the right thing at the right field. So no chance that you get description in the material number field. No, description will go to the description. This is the description. That will go to the description on. Yeah. Yeah, a mat TX. Okay. And the matner will go to the matner. And okay, the right thing will go to the right place. Okay. And you will, this is the time you focus. Will do everything. So you have to say to focus only those entries for all the entries which you have in ITEKPO. ITEKPO, remember, you have selected all the EKPO, means all the purchasing documents. Yeah, all the purchasing documents, right? Irrespective of whatever they are, right? So they are going to be selected, right? So you have given the scope. Now you want to restrict your selection to a certain material category. So let's say the material category that is health, right? Mara has a health in it. Okay. Anything further, you can further narrow down your scope by this means and, right? So that where the material number is equal to ITT of material number, so that it is focused. And also, if there are some other languages, so we do not want to confuse our report with something else. So let's just take it to the English, right? And we also want, for example, uh, these reports to be narrowed down in this selection to a particular prompt, for example, right? For example, this is there. So don't move your focus other than this prompt. Or you can also specify that, okay, just keep, I do not want any other location, historic location. Let's fix it to 0001. Okay. So by narrowing down all these things, you are picking thousands of the records are shortlisted to the many which are meeting all these criteria. And now this is the time you look, right? Let's save it before we lose the connection because it does not allow us to do it. So let's, for a longer period, get so the loop is uh, the loop and end loop is a nice facility in ABAP. As in other like VBA, we have a do while loop, right? Do loop or while when. Okay. So this is loop all the interns. Since this is all going to the IT tab, so that IT tab will go into the work area one by one. Each time one record will go into the work area, and that is going to be processed. So for example, we want can be any process, maybe certain calculations or something, but we have no calculation. That is there only just writing. So let's write the same template. The three is before it was a heading. This time it is a material number on the same position, and then it on 17 it is 19 instead of 19. And instead of 17, let's make it 19 because the header is 19 as well. Okay. So this is 40 and this is 70. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So we have all these four things. Previously in the heading, it is just a literal smooth, and these are the fields, elements coming from the work area direct into the output. Right? After that output, we would need a line beautification so that it looks like all the courses. So let's give a gap and a line and an underline. Right? So gap comes with a skip, and then underline to with 9 or something. Right? You can use for example, you can give any number. For example, uh, if it was 19, let's make it 95, and we make this as well 95. Right. Okay. So this is underlining. Okay. What is the next thing which we would like to do is the end loop. Let's save it. So end loop. Okay. So this is a nice facility. It always assists you in typing, what to type, and it knows. And just pressing a tab will complete it. Okay. Now save it, and let's check if there are some errors. There are no errors. Let's execute. Let's activate it. If so, you get to this. Just click OK. Right. So and now we can execute it. So meeting all these criteria, you get all the records listed as per your headers, your days, your plant is coming, and the plant and your locations are shown, and what was the material description, and that's it. So this is how we learn that how to join the do the joining of multiple tables. Right? I hope you enjoyed it, and please stay with us on our channel. We will explain you more things in ABAP development. Thank you very much for watching.